I hope so. It says we're live, so.
All right. Well, at least we're not dead.
Well, the day ain't over yet.
That's true.
That's a pretty ominous day.
We're live from Jerry.
It's thinking. It's fine, I'm sure.
That meme, the guy's like, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking about it.
All right.
Thinking about it. I'll just turn the master volume up. Okay. So. You and I will
Yes.
on vacation this week.
I still am.
Now, does your vacation end
Sunday.
Oh, it ends on Sunday.
I go back Monday. Yeah.
So you get the bonus of Saturday and
yeah.
Sunday off.
I had a total of 10 days.
It
was great.
And what have you done with those 10
I
days?
did some landscaping.
Landscaping? Is that a funny way to say you mowed your lawn?
Yep, front and back. Paid some bills.
Well,
got my haircut.
Fun.
Truck all cleaned up. Got gas, which cost me $69.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had points from Stop and Shop, and it still cost me $70 to fill my truck. Yeah.
That is some BS.
I'm gonna start hitchhiking.
Think about getting a horse. Ride my horse everywhere.
How was your vacation?
Actually, horses terrify me.
Do they?
A little bit, yeah.
I've never ridden a horse.
I have a memory.
Oh.
And I don't know if it's an actual memory or if it's just my own phobia.
Okay.
Because, sometimes you think of something and you're like, did that actually happen? Or am I just...
You dreamt it?
Yeah. But I have a memory of being near a horse.
Yeah.
It was like a pony because I feel like I was very, very short.
Like a Shetland pony?
Maybe a pony.
Okay.
And I just have this memory of like either falling off the pony or feeling like I was going to fall off the pony.
Oh.
And I was absolutely horrified.
The ground hurts.
The ground hurts when you meet it abruptly. So that's the title of my autobiography. The ground will hurt if you meet it abruptly.
That's a good title.
It is. I'm writing it down.
All right.
So
Sean
what
is under the weather.
How far under the weather is he?
So far he couldn't be here.
Yeah.
So he will be back hopefully next week.
I hope he's well.
He says he has the flu.
Yeah.
If it flies away. But yet the show must go on.
Yes. So.
All right.
I just have this memory of being afraid of this pony, and I was either falling off the pony or I felt like I was gonna. So I just don't like horses. I fear them.
Dangerous.
I fear them for that reason.
They're unpredictable.
You know what?
You can't trust an animal.
You can't.
They have animal instincts.
They do.
They do.
I get very angry when people are like, yeah, so I jumped in the lion cage and he like ate my arm. And it's like, or like I was attacked by this shark. You're in his house. How are you going to be mad about that? True. It's like, you're in his house. Yes, the shark is going to go after you. Yes. I mean, a shark isn't going to be happy. You're in his damn house. So.
Here's dinner.
Yeah, but on my vacation, I went, I did a double shot of New Hampshire. Because I went Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
I went Monday, and then I struggled to be back to get to Sean's Monday night. But I made it. And then Tuesday, mountains.
Oh, nice.
So we ended up in...
So did you do the Washington...
No, well, I have done that. I have done that.
Me too. But I didn't drive. I did that.
I drove.
I did the guided tour.
I drove, and it was the most frightening thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
In an automobile. I will say that.
Did you get the sticker? I survived.
I did. They give you that as a packet. But here's the thing. They give you that as a packet at the bottom of the hill. So even if you start going and you chicken out, you still have the thing. It's like, well, all right.
The purpose.
It does defeat the purpose in my eyes.
Yeah, I went in the summertime.
You should get it.
When you get up there, it's freezing cold.
Yes.
I did not know this. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. So I go up there and I'm freaking freezing. I'm like, damn.
I will tell you that I follow the observatory on social media, and today it was snowing at the top of the mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe tomorrow too.
It might
supposed to be like 95.
Tomorrow you could throw me up at the top of the mountain. I'll be satisfied with that. It's gonna be hot as Hades. And
I took a picture at the highest
yeah.
point.
It's nice.
You can't see behind, just all clouds and like the wind's blowing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's very windy. It is nice.
Yeah.
Nice view.
Yeah. There's a train that goes down too.
Yes, every year I keep saying I'm going to do. It's called the Cog Railway, and every year I keep saying I'm going to do the railway, and I somehow talk myself out of it every year. It's like, nah, I'm not going to do that this year.
Some people say that they do races, like car races.
That seems frightening.
Like Pikes Peak, they do car races. I'm like, one wrong turn.
No, thank you. That doesn't seem like a very safe thing.
You can barely fit 2 cars like going.
I rode up.
You got to pull over.
We had like a they give you like a little, or at least when I went, they gave us like a little history DVD.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So they're like, here, you can listen to this. So we're driving up, and they're telling you how they constructed the road, and all the people who died constructing the road. Like, you should feel good about that.
And the ghosts are in the woods.
Well, it's frightening driving, because you get to a point where you're like 5 or 6 miles up, and it feels like you're driving through clouds.
Yeah.
And you're like treetop level, and it's like, oh my god, this is.
How high is it?
I want to say it's like 10 miles up.
Damn.
But I might be off a little bit, one way or another.
Right.
But it's high up. It's the highest peak on the eastern shore.
And when I see people walking, I'm like, why would you walk?
Oh no, I would never hike that. I would never. I'm not. I can't even walk my backyard. I mean, I'm like,
when I mow the lawn.
I'm like, no. So I can't even imagine hiking that peak.
Me neither.
With all my ailments, I don't think
it doesn't ruin your brakes, but it puts a lot of wear on your brakes.
It does, and I didn't know that. And when I was going up, I needed brakes, so I was like,
you need brakes, yeah.
No. I was going up, and they're like, okay, make sure you do this and put it in neutral and do this, and I'm like, that's a lot.
So let me just drive.
I mean, I was very, very nervous on the way up.
Right.
And I had driven up, and I made Jay drive down because I was just so like, I don't think I can do it. But here's the thing. I should have reversed it, because when you drive up, you're with the edge.
Right.
And when you drive down, you're with the mountain.
Yeah.
So driving down is less treacherous than driving up.
Yeah.
But I was an idiot, and I didn't know that. I would take the shuttle, but I feel like those guys are probably so expert at it that they just whip right up there, and I feel like I would be very, very nervous. You're like, what are we doing?
They're saying they change the brakes on them like more often than a regular car.
Oh, I assume so. Yeah.
A couple times a week or something, or a couple times a month they change the brakes.
Yeah, I would guess you would have to. But yeah, so we made it as far as it's like Franconia State Park or something.
Okay.
It was very nice, and we saw this little resort, and I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna. I kind of forget the name of it, but even if I could try.
Was it fancy?
Here's the thing. We were driving back home.
Mm-hmm.
And this little resort just sort of pops up on the side of the road. And I looked at it and I was like, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Because it was very, I don't know if anybody watching or listening is familiar with South of the Border.
No, I know of it. Never been.
You know of it? Yeah. It had a very South of the Border vibe.
Okay.
But it wasn't as, we'll say, kitschy. It wasn't as like, there wasn't like a bunch of what would you call that? Souvenir shops or anything like that.
Right.
Like this, it had like these little itty bitty cabins, and then they had like some
shanties.
And when I say itty bitty cabin, I mean like a shed.
Damn.
Like it was probably big enough just for a bed. And I was sitting there going, "Wow, that's the smallest little cabin." And I forgot what
bathrooms outside.
Yeah, I'm like, where is the bathroom? Because it can't be in there. And then they have some bigger luxury things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this huge observation tower. And I was like, okay, well, I think that the view must be amazing, but they said how many stairs. It's like 800 stairs or something. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But like
on vacation, I want to work out.
No, yeah. Like the outside looks so 70s.
Ooh.
It looked like they hadn't changed it since the 70s. But when we were driving past, and this is the amazing part.
Psychedelic?
No, when we were driving past, I kind of turned to look. And behind the facade of like the 70s resort was like, wow. Because it had like this beautiful pool, this beautiful jacuzzi area.
Ooh.
And like this new wood deck and stuff. And I was like, and I just started laughing. I looked at Jay and I was like, talk about not judging a book by their cover, right? I was like, because if we pulled up here and you told me we were staying here, I'd be like, oh, I'm sleeping in the car. Because there's probably cockroaches everywhere and I'm just not going to be happy. But behind, like when you see behind everything, it's like, oh my God.
All the money in there.
Yeah, that's where they put all the dough.
We ran out of money. We couldn't do the front.
Damn. Excuse me, but it looked amazing.
What flavor?
Oh, this is just voltage.
Voltage,
yeah. This my vacation started last Saturday. Jay had to go to a funeral.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. And so I had, and this is so cruel to say, but I was like, because he was like bouncing back about, should I go? Should I not go?
Right.
I was like, oh no, you should go.
So I can have a alone time.
Fucking precisely. I just wanted like just 2 hours to myself. Aww. Right. So, because I knew we were going to be on vacation together all week. So there really wasn't going to be a lot of time for, my own personal interests. Whatever those are, I don't know. So
you have a lot of interests.
I do have a lot of interests. So
did you go to that special store in New Hampshire that you like?
Oh, we did go to we had never been because the specific store that we went to is only open Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So we've never been able to go.
Okay.
Excuse me. And we were finally able to go.
Hey.
And it was okay. I mean, it was no different than any other European delight store that I've been to. Yeah. There was.
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
What'd you get?
What'd I get? I got this little bag. It's a little bag, and it's called. They make Cadbury in Europe. Makes these little. They're almost like a button, and they're called Caramello Nibbles. Nibbles. And basically, it's just this little chocolate thing, and it has caramel on the inside. And then I bought
like a Rolo.
No, because the caramel's not like when you bite into a Rolo. Yeah. Like the caramel's kind of hard. You know, it's not like gooey caramel.
Okay.
And I have found like when you get caramel in the UK, I don't know what we do to it in the US, but when you get it in UK, it's like gooey caramel, and it's like this is what it's supposed to be right here. The other thing I got was this little. I mainly got it for the tin, because it's a little collector tin, and it's for the Cadbury cream eggs.
Oh, nice. So
I haven't opened it yet. I assume there's cream eggs in it, but it looks really cool. So
are you gonna open it, or are you just gonna?
I'll open it eventually. Yeah.
So it doesn't expire.
No, I don't want them to go bad. It was cheap because it was Easter has passed.
Yes, it has.
So. But anyway, he ended up going to the funeral, so Saturday I had a free day. Yay. Now I found out, and I only remembered this because you pointed out what beverage I am drinking.
Okay.
Occasionally Mountain Dew does exclusives with different places. Like with
Right.
Taco Bell, they have the Baja Blast.
Right.
Excuse me, things like that. So there's a gas station or convenience store called Circle K.
Okay.
It was funny. It's like the first time I or many people that I know had heard of Circle K was in the Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, because it happens outside the Circle K. Well, they
It's a 1-year-old.
Ted. So they're having an exclusive called Mountain Dew Purple Thunder.
Purple Thunder.
Purple Thunder.
The Thor?
No, it's just
the hell of it.
Just Purple Thunder. They're bringing the thunder
All right.
for summer, I guess. So I went to a couple and I couldn't find it. So I was like, it's gonna be hard to find, and I'm not really so invested that I'm willing to do this scavenger hunt.
Great
it's more like well, you don't really taste the plum.
Yeah.
It's
artificial.
It kind of has like a we're unstable again.
Oh no.
It kind of has this like berry, almost flowery taste to it.
Okay.
If I'm honest.
All right.
Well, I'd given up because I'm like, I'm never gonna find it, and I'm not invested to keep searching. But then one day this week we were kind of tooling around, and then Jay, we were kind of trucking around.
Yeah.
And then Jace, I had mentioned, I think it was my anniversary actually. It's my wedding
Happy
anniversary. It was yesterday.
How many years?
We've been together 15, married for 10.
Yay.
Yeah.
Happily?
For the most part.
Love you, Jay.
For the most part, happy. So he goes, it might have been for our anniversary or the day before. So he goes, oh, well, why don't you just call the Circle K and ask if they have them? And I'm not really a phone person. I have like a phone phobia. So he goes, oh, I'll do it. So he called up and I said, why are you calling them? That's a weird thing to do. And he's like, no, I want you to have the beverage you want. And I'm like,
you guys open?
Okay.
I wouldn't be answering the phone if you weren't.
So he calls up and he goes, do you guys have the Purple Thunder Mountain Dew? And they had just gotten a truck of it within the last half an hour.
Nice.
And the woman's like,
so
yup.
Where was it? What town?
Bridgewater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the woman's like, I am still unpacking it. I'm still unpacking it. And she's like, so if you come soon, you'd be able to get some. So I was like,
hold one for me.
I thought about asking that, but then I said, nah, it's kind of a jerky thing to do.
Yeah.
I'll take my chances, but I ended up getting there. I got a couple.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got to try that.
And did you like it?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't.
Wasn't good. Wasn't bad. Wasn't good. It was in the middle.
Was it good? I'm happy that I didn't spend a shit ton of time trying to find it.
Right. And it's the same price as a regular.
Yeah, it's the same price as a regular Mountain Dew. Yeah.
This was more because it's special.
No,
we're gonna charge you more.
No, so I mean, like,
now is this a limited thing or is this for the summer?
Yeah, it's a limited thing. It's exclusive with Circle K. Yeah. Now
only Circle K?
Yes, you can only get it at Circle K's. Yes.
Really? Interesting.
Which makes it kind of a pain in the butt.
How many Circle K's are around there?
Around here?
Yeah. I've seen them. I don't remember where I've seen them.
There's 3 that I know of.
Okay.
3, and of those 3, they're not so out of my way that I'd be angry about going there. You know, when you like somebody says something, it's like, oh, well, you know, it's like here. Oh, well, that sounds like a pain in the ass to get to.
It's a shortcut. If it was it would just be the way.
Yeah, it's the way. But you were saying
I was
earlier about gas.
Yes.
So Monday I went to New Hampshire. Tuesday I went to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And
all
then...
in the same tank?
Oh, don't I wish. So Wednesday comes and what were we supposed to do? I don't remember what I was supposed to do. I don't remember. But anyway, I didn't really do too much on Thursday. I was supposed to do yard work.
Yeah, the weather sucked.
I was gonna do yard work on Thursday, even though it was my anniversary. But it was too rainy.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Wednesday was supposed to be. but it doesn't matter anyway.
Doctor appointment.
But by midweek, I had already put like $100 in my gas tank.
Oh my god!
And I just started looking at Jay, and I'm like, as much as I'd like to, because he was like, we should go here, we should do this, blah blah blah, and I was like, I want to do those things, but I've already put like $100 in my gas tank. He goes, oh, I get it. So we tried to keep it low key for the latter half of the week.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get the yard work done I wanted to get done either.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I was gonna do that today, and then I woke up and I was like,
fuck it.
Nah, I'm not feeling it. But I don't want to do it tomorrow because it's gonna be like 90 degrees tomorrow.
Wow. You're too damn hot. Let's cut the grass and turn brown because it'll be so hot.
Good. Maybe it'll die. Good.
All the weeds.
I hope it dies. I don't want to have to mow it again.
Nope.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It better start coming down. I'm hoping after the holiday. Because it always hikes up around the summer holidays, Memorial Day, 4th of July.
Yeah. Do you have that day? Or do you have that day off?
Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Which is nice because next week, because it's Memorial Day's in like 2 weeks. So I'll work next week.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a long weekend.
Yay.
Hey.
Now you still haven't have to go in.
I still what?
You still don't have to go into the office.
No, I don't have to go in. No.
Nice.
Not yet. I had my review and she didn't say anything about it, and I'm not saying anything about it. It's sort of an unspoken thing right now. Nobody's mentioning it. Yeah.
Mum's the word.
So aside from landscaping, have you done anything good or?
Not really.
Not really.
Just relaxed.
You know what? I think relaxing is underrated.
Yeah.
And people
slept in every day. It's great.
Isn't that nice?
It is.
And people act like, oh, well, you didn't do anything? It's like, no, I just want to sit. I just want to sit and not work.
On vacation, where'd you go? Not work.
Yes.
That's where I went.
That's what I said to Jay too, because I was a little bit disappointed the other day because I'm like, oh,
kind of feel bad, but then I don't
Yeah.
Because it was one day a week. I'm by myself on Tuesdays, so
at work.
Yeah, because the other guy has a day off. So I don't know what they did on Tuesday because I wasn't there. So
somebody had to pull a double.
Wasn't me.
That becomes not your problem.
That's right. And I got another one in another week in July. So
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how much I got.
My first vacation since COVID.
Yeah.
Like last year, I didn't take any, and then the COVID. Before that was COVID, and I lost hours and I had to collect unemployment. And before that, it was, So it's been a while since I've been on vacation. Been a while.
That was the other thing too. There was a couple things we were gonna do, and then I looked at Jay and I was like,
"Nope,
people,
humans."
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be. And it's not that I'm like, ooh. It's just I don't mind. I don't mind it if we can all space out. If people can be out of my radius.
6 feet, more that. Like 12 feet.
Yeah, like stay over there.
Stay in your house.
Get in a new zip code. I'd be happy with that. But yeah, Sean got the flu.
Damn.
And he texted me, he's like,
he can keep it.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, no, you don't need to share. Be selfish with it. You can have it. He goes, it's not COVID, but it is the flu. He tested positive for the flu, and I was like, ugh. That sounds nasty.
It is.
That's a double shot too, because I think
the flu could kill you.
I was gonna say I think he had a flu like a month ago, but I think that was just a cold.
Allergies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what he thought it was. He said, I thought it was allergies, and then I woke up like, oh.
Yeah, car's all green because all pollen. Gross.
'Tis the season.
Yes, it is.
'Tis the season. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Did you watch the SNL with Benedict Cumberbatch?
I did not watch the Benedict SNL.
I did. It's pretty good. He's all right. He did.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
It was hit or miss.
Yeah.
For you.
So, yeah, SNL's It used to be good, but
SNL is one of those shows you just keep. For me, I always just forget about it.
yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, that's on, isn't it?
40-something years, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's still going. Coming up on 50 now. Soon. What year did they start? Was it 75?
Yes, 75. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so another like 2-3 years, it'll be 50-year
Yeah.
anniversary.
Thanks. Some of us were born that year. We don't need to remember. But so you're going to see the multiverse this weekend, or
tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
We'll see Doctor Strange.
Which theater are you hitting up?
Braintree.
Braintree.
That's the best one, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, they got like their own assigned seating. It's spaced out, and you can leather seats that recline. So,
I went to a drive-in to see it because I wanted to see it, but I didn't want people around me. My introversion has gotten so much worse.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh, people. It's very people-y out there. No, thank you.
Now, was it long, like 3 hours?
It's like just over 2 hours.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
It doesn't feel that long.
Now, does it pick up where Far From Home left off?
He references it a little bit.
Okay.
But I will tell you that it more so picks up after WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
Like, because I was talking to my mom about it. Well, I was talking at Sunday dinner, and my mom was there. And
hi, Mom. She's watching.
She might be. And I had said to fully understand that, because my nephew was there. I was telling him.
All right.
So I said, like, to fully understand what's happening, you really need to know WandaVision.
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was a good show. It was a little weird at first.
Yeah.
And once they go on with it, you're like, oh, okay. But I mean, I'm sure they explain enough where you could probably get by if you haven't seen it, but it definitely helps.
Nice.
Because otherwise you're gonna be like, wait, what? What happened there?
Who's that?
What happened with that? That's weird.
Yeah, there's like all sorts of videos on YouTube, like explaining it and like
explaining it,
spoiling it. I don't watch them. Probably watch it afterwards, you know. But
I don't know about having to have it explained. I didn't know
all the Easter eggs and basically spoiling the whole movie.
Yeah.
Well, the video, but
I didn't know because there's 2 cutscenes.
Yeah.
2 end credit scenes.
Right.
And there's a character in one that I didn't know.
All right.
And I'm like, who is that? And I think it's an Eternals
probably
thing, because that's one of the few movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, that was a weird one too. Like,
was it?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know have you seen it?
I have.
Okay.
I've seen Shang-Chi.
Oh, I loved Shang-Chi.
That was good.
I love that. I hope he gets a second film. Yeah, so when you see it and you see that person, you let me know, like, oh yeah, that's definitely from the Eternals, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, who is that?
I still gotta see Morbius. So that came out this past Tuesday on digital.
Oh, is it out on digital?
It's on
already?
Amazon Prime, but it's like $20.
Oh.
So you have to buy it. You can't rent it.
No.
And then like comes out in June on DVD.
They did that to me with Spider-Man. I wanted to rent it off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, you really got to buy it if you want to watch it. And then I said, I kind of looked at Jay, and I was like, okay,
I want it for free.
At this point, how bad do I want to watch it? Yeah. And then I said, yeah, you know what? I'll just.
So you bought it?
Yeah, I ended up buying it. And then.
Now you can watch it anytime you want.
Well, here's the thing. So I bought it, and then Sean was in Walmart, and he goes, oh, they have that Spider-Man movie. And I said, oh, cool. And he goes, I'll grab it for you. You can just give me the money. So I was like, and then I thought about it, and I said, well, I
already paid for it.
Well, I do already have it, but then I was like, I really prefer like physical copies of stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of owning it digitally. So I was like, yeah.
Now on the DVD, is it different than the digital?
What do you mean?
Like the Amazon Prime version, is it different than the DVD and vice versa?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. a matter of fact, I think they have some extras with when you buy it digitally. You can get some extras. It's
nice.
extras that would have been on the DVD.
Nice. Now, did you see Venom, the second one?
No,
that was good.
No, and I wanted to because there's a British actor that I love who's at the. Yeah. He's in an end credit scene in that, but I've seen the end credit scene. Ah. So I've
you spoiled it.
I technically already saw him in it. Yeah. It's like there he is. Nice.
That was a good one. I liked it.
I've heard the Venoms are okay. I think it's fair to. I don't think it would be spoiling too much. That to say because it's been out for a while, so
right.
But for the Spider-Man, the No Way Home, with one of the cut scenes
was with Venom. Yeah.
Was with Venom, and I was sitting there going, who is that? Because I didn't recognize Tom Hardy at all. Yeah. And then when the ambiotic, whatever that stuff is, the
symbiote,
symbiotic stuff was on the bar, I went, oh, it's Venom. I got it now. I'm all caught up. Thanks. All caught up. Yeah. That was hilarious though because Jay hadn't seen any of those other Spider-Man movies.
Really?
So like when Doc Ock comes on the screen, I was like, "Oh, there's Doc Ock," and he goes, "Who?" Like, oh. We went in for a long day.
We gotta go back in time.
I know. I wanted to prep him and watch all of those, and I thought I could.
Now that Tobey Maguire, that was late '90s, wasn't it, or early 2000s?
Late '90s, I think.
Wow.
And I thought I had a good in.
I'm dating myself the '90s.
I know. I thought I had a good in because Sam Raimi directed the first three, and he snuck Bruce Campbell into all three.
He did.
So I was like, well, Jay, Bruce Campbell's in all three. Technically.
And he was in Doctor Strange.
I will confirm he is in Doctor Strange, yes. But it's a blinking, it's almost like a blink and you miss it kind of thing. But I will say.
Does he have a line?
Yes.
All right.
He has a line, and his line is so hilarious. I will say it to Jay just randomly. I'm not going to say what it is.
No.
But it's a fun little line.
I look forward to it.
I like him.
Now, on the drive-in, do they do trailers too? Like previews? Or do they just get right to the movie?
Did they do trailers? I'm trying to remember.
Because I know, like, next Friday, the new Maverick comes out. Top Gun.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I don't remember a single trailer.
They were that good.
There was a couple commercials. Because they're like, this movie brought to you by Emma's. This movie is brought to you by... Blah,
Crazy
blah, blah.
Run Emma.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I remember a couple of the commercials, and then they were talking about the snack bar. And then
go to the lobby.
No, it was just a commercial for the snack bar.
Yeah.
And then
spend more money.
And then I feel like the movie started. But here's the thing: the movie ended, and then it says intermission on the top. So if you want to stay for the second film,
we're gone.
I mean, we had a quick debate. And I was like, yeah.
Now, how many screens were there? Just the one?
They had two screens, but it was only showing on one because they were playing Sonic on the other one.
Oh yeah.
So I looked at Jay and I was
that was Jim Carrey's last movie because he retired.
What a blaze to go out on, right?
Blaze of glory.
What a blaze,
Sonic.
Surely that is a feather in the cap of his career. But I looked at Jay and I was like, I'm too tired. I gotta go. And he's like, understood. So we left. But as we were leaving, and they started up commercials again for the next show.
Right.
They played that old school "Let's all go to the lobby" thing, and I started laughing because I was like, I've never seen that in person.
Like a soda, popcorn, and a candy bar, right?
And there's a hot dog guy.
Oh, it's a hot dog.
Yeah, and he does a backflip into the bun. I'm like, what is this?
I don't remember that. Damn,
and he's like, they're all dancing, and the hot dog gets bit, and you're like, oh my god, cannibalism! It was great though.
Who's to get bit by?
I don't remember. Honestly, it's like, oh, what's going on with you? But it was funny because I said, I've only seen that online.
Yeah.
I've only seen it on like YouTube. I've never seen it in person. So that was pretty nifty.
Should have recorded it.
Pretty nifty. I know, I should have recorded it.
Oh.
I took Nikki's advice.
Did you?
Because she said you can either play the movie through your car radio.
Right.
You can rent a radio from them, or you can bring your own radio.
Okay.
Well, I'm married to Mr. Radio, so I said.
The battery operated.
So I said, you have a radio, yes? And he's like, I got this. So he brought a little transistor thing, and we listened to it off of that. And after a few minutes, like you kind of forget that you're listening to it on a little radio.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to risk my battery because they won't allow tow trucks to come in until after the last movie ends. So
not even intermission?
No. So
that
you'd
sucks.
be stuck there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not fucking risking it hanging out here till 2:00 in the morning. My bed misses me and I miss it.
So if you stayed for both, what time would you have left? So what time? The first movie started, what, 8 o'clock?
The first movie started a little after 8.
Okay,
maybe?
so it's 10 o'clock.
It ended at 10:40.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Because the next film was supposed to be Morbius, and that started at like 10:50.
Okay.
So there was a window of a few minutes where it was intermission, and you could, I don't know, go potty or whatever.
Potty.
Get yourself a drink.
And that was like, what, 2 hours also?
I think it was going to be another 2 hours, yeah.
It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah, and then a 45-minute ride home. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That sounds gross. I won't do it.
So you paid $35 for one movie?
I paid $35 for one movie and
for two people.
And the luxury of watching it in my own bubble.
Bubble.
In my own bubble.
Burst your bubble.
And I think it was worth it.
Nice.
Weirdos did not penetrate my bubble. I got to see some weird shits.
What'd you see?
People,
I mean, this is
like people treat it like a tailgating situation.
Got pizza. You know what I'm saying?
The guy, like, he pulls pizza out of his trunk. That was crazy. Some people were just like drinking in their tailgate. I'm like, what is happening? Drinking in truck beds and stuff. Laying down with sleeping bags. It's just odd.
Like grills and stuff growing out. Like hibachi. Flipping burgers. Let's go.
I did not see that, but that does not mean it wasn't happening.
True.
Because they're pretty lax as long as you're not
setting off fireworks.
As long as you're not like invading somebody else's experience.
Yeah. Because
they're very strict on like if you sit in your,
as long as you're respectful.
Right. Like if you sit in your trunk thing, they'll come around and measure it and like lower your trunk if it's going to obstruct somebody's view.
Yeah, but it'll obstruct your view. Like you're like,
well, those are the risks you take, Joe.
Yeah.
You gotta take a risk.
Sure.
Yeah, but that was weird. And I mean, I hadn't been since I was a little kid.
Yeah. And
Jay had never been. So I was like,
he's a virgin.
Yeah. I was like, how's your first drive-in experience? He's like, this is like tailgating, like a sports thing or something.
Let's go to Great Woods.
I know. But I mean,
is it still called Great Woods?
Great Woods? No, it's the Xfinity Center.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Darn.
I had like heated seats and stuff. It's like you have to shut your car down though. It was good. Nice. I would do it again. There's nothing really coming for a while that I want to see. Thor is later this year.
Yeah.
So
anything for like 4th of July, like summer blockbusters?
I don't think there's anything coming that I'm like, ooh. I mean, are you going to go see the Top Gun thing?
I might.
You might?
It looks interesting.
I just don't like Tom Cruise. It's not.
A lot of people don't like Tom Cruise.
And it's not the Scientology thing, because that in and of itself is weird.
Yes.
It's just I don't find him spectacular on screen. There's nothing spectacular about you, sir. Please sit down.
He's short.
I've heard that, yeah. I mean, but that's not why I don't like him. Yeah. I'm not a heightist.
A heightist?
A heightist. I'm not like, hey.
I remember it was like a fight scene in Jack Reacher in like a parking lot. You beat the shit out of these guys.
Yeah. Did he have to stand on a box?
No.
No?
It was probably there. It was like probably digitally taken out, but.
Well, he wears like I was under the impression he wore like platforms and stuff. So he would appear.
He wears stilts.
So he would appear as tall.
Well, they're like shooting from like lower angles, so make it look like he's tall, like
yeah.
forced perspective.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shorty McGee. Jesus. Oh. Well, you don't have any work stories. You haven't been.
I don't have any work. I might have a new boss. I have no idea.
You might have a new boss.
I might have a new boss. I don't have the old boss.
Did they definitely fire that
guy? He was terminated.
Okay. Tune into last week's show to find out why Joe might have a new boss.
See what else I got.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like I was like,
my little notes. Do you know that Kenan Thompson holds the world record for being a SNL cast member for the longest?
Really?
Yeah, he's been like forever.
Even the people that you feel like, wow, they've been on this show way too long.
Yep.
Okay.
It's Kenan. he's got a couple good characters, but I don't know. He's always like in the back, like, hey, I'm here.
Hey, I'm here. What's funny are the actors who came from that show earlier on, who people are like, oh, they were on that show for like Chevy Chase really wasn't on SNL for very long.
Really?
Before he left to go do movies, but people are like, oh yeah, he was amazing. He did like half a season.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't on for very long. I don't think. I feel like Bill Murray was only on for a couple of years too. I might have that wrong though.
What about Dan and Steve?
Steve Martin?
Yeah.
I don't think he was never really an official guy.
Really?
Yeah, he guest hosted a lot.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, he's in one of the. Although probably not as much as Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I think he holds the record.
Why?
I don't know.
He's not funny.
There's a lot of like they have like hosts like past couple of weeks. Like the only good one was Benedict. They had what's her name? Can't remember her name. She hosted last week, and she's a musician and she's in the show with Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Oh, Selena
Gomez. Yeah, she hosted last week.
That's a damn good show, by the way. Only Murders in the Building. Good show.
And like there was like Lizzo hosted.
Who?
Lizzo. She's a musician. Oh. She did host and musical guest.
I gotta tell you, like, I was having a conversation with my niece the other day, and she referenced like a bunch of stuff, and I was sitting there going, I am old. Because I did not know any of the musicians. She's going to see some guy, and now I can't remember what the hell the guy's name is.
Post Malone?
No. She said sometimes he has funny lyrics.
Funny lyrics?
Yeah, he's coming to Boston in like October.
Huh.
And I had never heard of this person, but apparently her and her brother are like big fans. So she's like, "Oh, we're going to see so and so," and I'm like,
"He's a musician or like
he's a musician,
a singing comic?"
No, well, I thought he might be a singing comic,
like Stephen Lynch.
Yeah, I was like, "Is he like Stephen Lynch?" And I got a, and then I know. And then she's like, "No, but sometimes his lyrics are kind of funny." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know who that might be."
I don't know.
But I was like, "Good luck." Apparently, he's playing Fenway Park.
Really?
Yeah. I said, well, "All right. Well, he must be big enough."
Oh.
I saw something. I'm like, "Go here. Don't start. Be like Sean's balloon." I
was watching the whole night.
Really? Were you?
I was like, is it like, ooh?
Sean had a random balloon come out of his closet lizard and float across the. He said,
and he didn't record it.
He actually said it went down the hall and turned a corner, which is fucking weird.
I don't know.
I was like, physics, no, but apparently, I believe him. You said it happened, I believe him, but that's crazy.
There's no proof. it's your word against his.
No, I believe him. I do. It's just like it would have been good if he got it on camera.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're going to see this guy, and I'm like, I have no idea who that is. I feel really old.
Yeah.
And then today, I honestly hope it was a joke, but I was reading because it's the Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee. So she's been on the throne for like 70 years.
Okay.
Because she's old. And they were listing all the people who were performing, and I got like, out of like 20 names, I got like 2 or 3.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just sitting there
was he Elton John?
No.
Really?
Oddly enough, no.
But he was knighted.
He was knighted. And he.
All right, what names did you recognize?
What names did I recognize?
Platinum Jubilee.
Kajagoogoo was going to be there.
Really?
Does anybody remember this guy?
Two shots.
Yeah. Wow. Which I thought was
now
weird.
I'm aging myself.
I know. But that was one of the few names that I recognized, and I was sitting there going, I don't.
No Paul McCartney?
Nope.
Wow.
No Paul McCartney. Which is why I was thinking, like, is this a fake list? But I was sitting there going, you know what? Maybe this is like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm sure that we have quote unquote celebrities here that they don't know.
Right.
So I'm thinking maybe these are like UK centric celebrities. Like I just don't know them. Like, and I just don't know who they are. Now I want to know. Now I want to find it so that you don't think I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
Well, that's okay then.
So all you recognized was Kajagoogoo? You said it was like 3. So what was the other 2?
I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm looking for the concert headline is what I'm doing. Because now it's just like, oh, here's the logo and
here's the lowdown.
Yeah, concert lineup. Here we go.
There we go.
This makes for great radio, by the way. Okay, Queen with Adam Lambert.
Okay.
That was the other one that I recognized. Craig David. I know who Craig David is.
Oh no, that is.
Andrew, you don't know who Craig David is?
Who's Craig David?
He does R&B.
Okay.
He's a very good singer. I recommend. Okay. Okay, is this fake? Because now I feel like this isn't the list that I saw. Now I don't know what to believe. Let me.
I don't even know you anymore.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay. Let me.
God save the Queen.
This is right from the BBC, so I feel like if anything.
British Broadcasting Company.
You know what? I accept all your terms. Just show me the fucking thing.
Bear with us.
No. I just wanted the fucking lineup. Okay, so now I feel like I got duped on the last list.
Okay. Because
I feel like this is the problem. But there's still people on here that I don't know. So I'm still right. So it's Queen. I recognize that. Craig David, who I recognize. Andrew Lloyd Webber, who I recognize. Lin-Manuel Miranda, who I recognize, but I don't know why he's there.
He's from Hamilton.
Well, I get that. You were right. Elton John is there.
Hey.
But he was not on the original list that I saw.
All right.
Rod Stewart.
He's still alive?
Apparently so. Duran.
Wow.
I recognize Alicia Keys, but I don't know what she sings.
Yeah. New York.
Yeah. But that's like it. I mean, there's like Jax Jones. I have no idea who that is. Some person or band called Elbow. Like I don't know any of these names. Nile Rodgers sounds familiar. I feel like he's probably from
he's from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Nile Rodgers.
Okay.
I remember seeing him on
Oh, and Diana Ross is the last name on the list.
Wow.
Everybody knows Diana Ross is. But I mean, like, I sit there and I'm like, okay, like, for a
Now, is this
concert.
gonna be like live, or is it?
Or
is it already come and gone?
A crowd of 22,000 is expected to attend the party at the Palace.
Okay.
10,000 tickets will be allocated to the public through a ballot.
Ballot?
The ballot was open the 24th of February to the 23rd of March.
All right. So it's already sold out.
The other 7,500 in the crowd will be made up of key workers, armed forces, volunteers, charity workers.
Yeah. Now, when's this going to be going down?
It is happening.
Like Memorial Day?
When is it happening?
Mm-hmm.
Wah, wah.
I don't even know about it until now.
I think it's June or July. I think it's happening in the summer.
Okay.
June 4th.
Okay.
June 4th.
That's in a couple weeks.
Is it? Oh yeah, because we're getting the end of May.
Yeah.
The event will be hosted on BBC One and BBC iPlayer if you have the means.
Who's the host of the event?
You are killing me.
Sorry.
The concert will be hosted by Kirsty Young and Roman Kemp. I have no idea who those people are.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I would have slapped you if you knew.
Roman Kemp?
Like, I don't know any of those
Roman
people.
Reigns?
There's a lot of people that I didn't recognize. I'm like, who are these people? And I'm sure that
they're going to be famous now because they're at the Jubilee.
And I'm sure that the Queen will be absolutely thrilled that all these people are loving for her. She's going to come out and do her little wave and then peace out.
Wasn't she in the movie with Leslie Nielsen?
Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah. Naked Gun. The baseball. And she's like, she throws out the first pitch. It wasn't really her, but like.
Pretty sure it wasn't the real Queen.
Right, but like, they're like, whoa. The little corkscrew.
Mm.
It's Enrico Palazzo.
Yeah. So I mean,
so you gonna watch the Jubilee?
Doubtful.
Wait for the DVD.
Well, there's nobody.
So you can fast forward to all the crappy ones.
I mean, there's nobody there that I'm like, ooh, that's a showstopper right there. I mean, there's nobody really.
I wonder who's headlining, like the last performance. Probably Queen.
I don't know. Is it kind of like a no-brainer to have Queen at a thing for the Queen?
True.
Though, I mean, that seems a little.
Queen is whatever I say it is. That was a good movie.
Excuse me. Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was a good movie. I've seen, because I don't remember who I was talking about him with recently.
Mm-hmm.
But in the recent past, I was talking about recent past. I was talking about Mike Myers,
right? And
he has a new show.
Does he?
It's either on Netflix or HBO Max. I don't remember which one.
I didn't know that.
It's one of those things. He plays like 12 different characters.
Oh, so an Austin Powers movie?
I guess, yeah.
You really are a fat bastard.
I mean, I was sitting there going like, because it's been a long time he has done anything.
Right. It has.
It
has. The last thing you done was the Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, the Wayne's World.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
The last time I heard of him.
I mean, like the last movie.
The
last movie he was in, I think, was Bohemian Rhapsody. He was only in that for like 5 minutes.
The song's 7 minutes long. How am I going to sell this?
Not putting this on. Not a radio hit. Cut it down, son. I don't know why I made him sound like Falcon Leghorn. I say. Crikey.
Fortunately, I keep my feathers numbered in case of such an emergency.
Not as sharp as a bowling ball. Oh, jeez.
We had a winner last week.
Did we?
We did.
I apologize. I was on vacation. I knew nothing of winners. I was busy putting everything in my gas tank.
All that money down the drain.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was nice to get out. It's just, geez, pricey.
It was.
Yeah.
Everything's going up.
I wanted to throw in, like,
Someday.
Someday maybe I'll have some words of wisdom.
Someday we'll get out of this hole.
Yeah. Oh, connection unstable again.
Oh no.
It seems like it's behaving a lot more than it did last week.
It is.
Laptops, because I think that one is junk. But we didn't have enough time. I wasn't going to sit here and diddle with laptops. Excuse me.
We are pressed for time.
Well, you know I mean, I have very little in my life, but I have very little.
Very little free time.
Well, I do. I'm very busy, Joe. Very busy. But tonight, it drops, I think, at 8:00.
What?
If anybody has HBO Max, there's a George Carlin documentary that's coming.
Nice.
And it's produced by his daughter.
He's a daughter?
Yeah, Kelly. Her name is Kelly.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And she kind of, I don't want to say she does comedy, because it's not like she does like stand-up comedy, but I know she's
a behind the scenes person.
Yeah, a little bit. I know she's written, and I think she has like a psychology degree.
Nice.
I don't want to misrepresent, but I think that's what she has. And
nice.
So her and Judd Apatow
have
been working on this for a little while. Apparently it was something that he's wanted to do,
right? And
he contacted her, and so they worked on it together,
like a movie.
They
should do like a movie with them.
Yeah, it's like a documentary. Yeah.
No, but they should make a movie like how they did with like Bohemian Rhapsody and like.
I see what you're saying.
Like who would be a good George Carlin?
Oh, geez. Honestly, I don't know. I think you'd have to get an unknown.
Yeah.
I think you'd be better off getting an unknown actor. Because they would have to.
A newbie.
Yeah, because they would have to be able to carry that.
Right.
And it's not like he was a physically dominating person. I mean, he was very, very thin and.
Yeah.
But it's tough, because it's like, on one hand you would want somebody who has some stand-up experience, so they understand the timing and the pacing that would have to happen.
Right.
But on the other hand, it's like if
the
you
cadence.
have, and it's like if you have somebody, I mean, you could teach them that, you know. So I mean, like, it's not like you could get like Patton Oswalt to do it. I mean, I like Patton Oswalt. He's very funny, but it doesn't look anything like George Carlin. Physically, I think they're very, very different.
They are.
Yeah.
He's funny.
I like him. He's funny. But in what would you call that? Leading up to the documentary coming out, HBO has been putting a lot of his stand-up available to view.
Uncensored.
Nice. On their app, whatever you want to call it.
Try really, really hard not to kill anybody. Thou shalt not kill.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to see him. You were there, yes?
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Saw Show Music Circus
right before he died. Yeah. I just, because I was like, oh man.
I looked at the list for this year. I was like, who?
Oh, see, like the Platinum Jubilee.
Yeah, it was like the Beach Boys. I'm like, well, not the real Beach Boys. Yeah.
Is it like the fucking Stamos Beach Boys?
I don't know.
It has to be the Mike Love line.
Yeah, probably. And then the only thing I recognized was Aaron Lewis. I'm like, oh, he was a lead singer of Stain, but now he's a country artist.
Oh,
so okay. Yeah, that was the only one that
you lost me.
I was like, look, there's like a night with Boz Scaggs. I'm like,
hey, whoa. We're not shitting on Boz Scaggs.
I'm not sitting on him, but like I'm not a fan of Boz Scaggs. Sorry.
First of all.
Second of all.
Bob Scaggs puts on a damn good show.
Does he?
He does. And do you know, whether you know it or not, you know who his it's either his bass player or his lead guitar player.
Okay.
Is a guy by the name of Ray Parker Jr.
The Ghostbusters?
Yep.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep. So technically, I've seen because I saw Boss Skaggs a few years ago.
Yeah.
So technically, I've seen Ray Parker Jr. too.
Well, he's coming to town at the South Shore
That's
Music
crazy.
Circus, along with the Beach Boys.
I mean, I don't know if I would go see him again, but it was a good show. I went. Jay likes him a lot more than I do. He has like a handful of songs that I like, and
I probably know his song, but I didn't know it was him.
Probably everybody knows Lido Shuffle. Lido, whoa.
Oh yeah, I know that
yeah,
one.
you know it if you heard it. And what's the other one they play all the time?
One more time. Yeah, I know that song. I know it was Boss Skaggs.
Yeah, that's Boss Skaggs.
Huh. I learned something new.
I will say, woo,
Bug.
Yeah, clapping for Boss Skaggs now.
Yeah, good job, Boz.
So I went.
Is that his real name, Boz Skaggs?
I don't think so.
Is that his stage name?
I think it's a stage name. But Jay likes him more than I do. So he had gotten tickets, and he's like, "We're gonna go see Boz Skaggs." I'm like,
"He's coming, I think, in August."
I was like, "Hooray!"
I'm not sure.
And I did have a good time, and he played all the songs that I like. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I win."
It's a win-win.
I win.
Where did you see him?
We saw him actually. It was the Cape Cod Melody Time,
yeah.
Which is in cahoots with the one in Cohasset.
Yeah,
so.
In cahoots with Cohasset.
In cahoots, yeah. So you have the stage that kind of
rotates.
Yeah. But it was a good show. He's a much smaller man than I thought he would be. Okay. What was funny is he has this he was playing some. I know the song, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But it's a slow song.
Okay.
So you get to like a little dip in the melody, and then this woman is like, "I love you." I just started laughing. I'm like, "Really, I love you, Boz?" I'm like, "Really, your bar is that low?" Because he's not
an attractive.
I mean, I don't find him attractive, but I don't chase after 70-year-old men, so clearly,
me neither.
Clearly, she has different scruples than I do.
I have standards.
I like to think I have standards, but maybe when the lights go out, I don't.
Like Steven Tyler, like really?
Oh,
I like women like and Mick Jagger, and like it's like really? Why would you? Because they have money. That's the only reason.
You ever see what is that from The Simpsons? When I think it's Grandpa or somebody gets money, and then they have this cartoon like this woman go up to him and is like, "Ooh, that makes you attractive."
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it's from The Simpsons. Yeah. And
y'all laughed at me. Y'all laughed at me. The guy that made the tumbleweeds.
Okay.
He made tumbleweeds and he made money off it, and he had like a sports car. That makes you attractive.
That makes you attractive.
He's like, yippee!
Yeah. I was like, come on, lady.
Money make you do some crazy things.
I don't. You know what though? I mean, everybody's got their own taste. I mean, putting me on the spot here.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh God, no. God, no. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, when I was younger, I thought Billy Joel was cute, but he was younger too.
He was.
So, I mean, I like his shaved head goatee thing now, but I mean, knowing that he's like, I don't know, like 30 years older than me or something.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah, that makes it a little weird. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I've never just like, oh, he's something. So I don't know.
Huh.
I'm trying to think. I'm not coming up with anything. My mind
Me
is
neither.
blank. My mind is blank. Well, because it's like, you listen to stuff and then you go, oh, like that was the thing in the 80s.
Like they were attractive back then, like Paul Abdul. Back then, for guys,
it's like
New Kids on the Block.
I didn't. Okay, that was like I was
Vanilla Ice.
I was just a little bit too old for New Kids on the Block.
Right.
I was. My cousin was into them. She's a few years old, younger than me.
Yeah.
But I never got into them. I think I was like beyond their demographic.
Yeah.
But they were very, very popular.
Yep, they were.
I think to some degree they still are because they do those little like they do those.
They're coming to
retro concerts.
Fenway.
Are they?
I think so.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Hometown boys.
People pay for nostalgia too, so
they do. They pay through the nose.
Pay through the nose. Yeah, but it's like I'm sitting there thinking like the people that I listen to now, and I'm like, yeah, they're all older. You know, I listen to a lot of 70s, 80s stuff, and I mean those guys are up there now.
They are. They're in their 70s and their 80s.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, you know, I what was it? Back, I want to say at least 8 years ago.
All right.
I went to see Def Leppard.
Okay.
They were doing a double bill. It was Def Leppard and Bryan Adams.
Really?
Yeah. What a double bill, huh? Those are two acts.
Europe and Canada combined.
Those are two acts that you would sit there and go, I would put them together in a room. So I went to the show, and the thing that like I don't want to say it amazed me because that's a bit too much, but like the lead singer Joe Elliott of Def Leppard, still was wearing like the leather pants.
He couldn't get them off.
Maybe they've been on since '88, and he just hasn't got them off. But I was like, man, I know you're at least at that time he had to have been in his mid to late 50s,
right?
At least, and I'm like, still. Really? I mean, like, that just seems a little bit too old.
Let's look at the long hair.
Why don't you? Did he?
Or was it just?
I don't remember if he did. If I'm honest, because he did cut it at one point. I was a big Def Leppard fan, so
they're pretty good.
I don't remember. I don't remember if his hair was. I think it was like mid. Like it definitely wasn't as long as it had been. Yeah. They put on a damn good show. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was impressed.
Now where was this?
That was at the Brockton Rock Stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
Campanelli?
Yeah, Campanelli, yeah.
Nice.
And I gotta be honest, I went into it with a little bit of trepidation, but Bryan Adams puts in that situation and you're like, I don't want to like be like, woo, I don't want to like this.
Yay, Bryan.
Because it's I mean, is he cool? I don't know. But I mean,
he's got good music.
He did put on a good show.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, he's rocking it. All right. And that's the thing too, because he's been around.
Did he have leather pants on too?
No, I don't think that he did. I'm pretty sure that it was just the Def Leppard guy.
And did they come out like at the end together and like?
No, it was
like a duet.
Bryan Adams opened it.
Okay.
And Def Leppard was like the closing.
Nice
thing.
He can't headline no more.
I guess. But I like that's the thing too. Like he's been around for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's had all these, we'll call them hits. I feel like Bryan Adams would be like the one celebrity who would email us and be like, "Stop talking shit." I feel like he's a little bit
good music.
I feel like he's a little bit unstable. I'm not saying anything.
If it was on the radio, I don't change it. Like
I'm not saying anything bad about Bryan Adams. Run to You is a jam. The guitar in that, no, awesome.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so it's like it's because he's been around for a while, and he has like I knew just about everything he was playing. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that kind of makes it because you have that familiarity with it,
right?
So you're like, oh, I got this. I got this.
Cuts like a knife.
Yeah. I knew Cuts Like a Knife. I knew it in the first 4 chords. Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, Cuts Like a Knife.
There you go.
Yes. So we'll have a moment of silence for Bryan Adams. Canada's own, actually. Yes.
All right.
So you're gonna do your movie quote?
I am gonna do the movie quote. It's worth 1 gift card.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, stop calling me Warren. My name isn't fucking Warren. Comment below. That's it.
All right.
Comment below if you know what it is. While you're there, like, subscribe, and share.
There you go. And you can listen to more of the show on iTunes, SoundCloud,
Stitcher,
Google Play, Anchor. I was expecting the Anchor, Spotify, Amazon Music,
Audible,
and Audible.
Yay!
Beautiful. So if we don't see you through the week, we'll see you through the window.
Have a good everything.
Now I don't know how to get to the thing I need to get to. Because reasons.
All right.